Hey, what's happening, moviegoers, and welcome to yet again another 1-3 Reviews. Yet again, it's Genre Thursday, and hopefully the last one before a Cinema Thursday review. Today's genre is comedy, and for that genre, we have chosen out the movie 21 Jump Street. If you're not familiar with the old TV show, 21 Jump Street is about these two officers that go undercover as high school students. In this movie, the two officers are played by Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. And there was also cameos of a couple of Johnny Depp and one other guy from the old show. But besides that, 21 Jump Street is a hilarious comedy that as I'm going undercover to as two officers going undercover at high school to find some drugs that are being sold illegally at schools and give them to their officer in charge. The drug in this movie is called HFS, aka Holy Effin'. And on the right you can see the symbol for it right there. Symbol that came on the package in the movie. And on the left you can see the stages. At least some of the stages. You have the gigs, tripping major ball sack, over falsity of confidence, mother effing, drowsiness. But of all these ones, I'd probably say that the most hilarious stage is the gigs. Now try imagining, if you will, a drug that messes with your eyes, making you see things turn into things that are not really what they are, but it's just so dang hilarious. Like, for instance, a guy's mustache turning into a squirrel. Or a guy's head turning into a goldfish. Or a walrus. That's what happens during the stage of HFS, the gigs. Which is quite hilarious. Especially during this stage. Especially during the movie, during this stage. Me and a row of some guys behind me in the theater room could not stop laughing. It was so freaking dang hilarious. So, basically, this hilarious drug is what they have to take care of, but a lot of odd things happen along the way. Like, kids getting crazy on drugs and stuff that they snuck out of the police station. Getting into the gang pretty close to the point of meeting the dealer. Who happens to be who happens to be someone at the school. Just to say that, so there won't be any spoilers. Or not so much. And how they get put into this this Jump Street unit, as it's called. Well, they forget to read some drug dealers their Miranda rights when making an arrest of one of them at the park. Yep, park control gone terribly bad in such a funny way. Even to the point of them saying, even to the point of them getting one of the Miranda rights. You have the right to an attorney. Well, they screwed that one up too. You have the right to be an attorney. Dang. Tells you how goofed up this movie is. But anyways, so all these crazy stuff happens on the way, and eventually gets to a big showdown with the dealer, some thugs of his, and the guy who they were partners with, who let them come meet the dealer. So, all this crazy stuff happens, especially when it comes to the drug. Like, for instance, I already told you about the gigs, but there's some other stuff from the other stages. Like, for example, over falsity of confidence. One of them is terrible at track and wins first place. One of them is terrible at chemistry and gets into a gate club. One of them is terrible at band, comes banging in on the drums and stuff. He gets a role at band. One of them is terrible at doing a play and gets the role of Peter Pan and has to wear green tights. Actually, the one of them that was terrible at plays is Jonah Hill. So try imagining green tights on him. It doesn't look pretty. Dang. So, anyways, all this crazy stuff happens throughout the movie, and it's really very hilarious. And in fact, it's one of the best comedies that I've seen. There's being like Dictator, Haunted House, which starts with Wayans, but that's beside the point. So, that said about it being one of the best comedies I've seen, on the rating scale of 1 star being poor to 5 stars being excellent, I'd have to give this movie a solid 5 stars. Well, that's all the time we have for the rest of this week, moviegoers. But until later, have a great, wonderful afternoon, and we'll try to get the first cinema Thursday review done next Thursday. And of course, there will be Classic Tuesdays and Town News Wednesdays later on. So have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you later. Bye, moviegoers.